full screen experience. This is the all-new Realme X. No notch, no punch hole, pure full screen experience. But how do we get this full screen experience? By bringing a selfie pop-up camera that opens every time you take a selfie, and for the first time in this segment. So instead of blocking the display, we have placed the front camera inside the phone that pops up every time you take a selfie. But what if you're clicking a picture and your phone falls down? Don't worry, we have got you covered with our perfectly engineered sensors that are designed to detect such falls and retract the camera to avoid any damage. Some cool facts about the pop-up camera: it takes less than 1 second to pop up. The camera has gone through rigorous tests and has a life cycle of 200,000 pop-ups, or in other words, 10 years of continuous usage, even if you take 50 selfies in a day. The sapphire glass on the surface helps to prevent scratches on the camera during an elevation. Removing the notch also helped us narrow the bezel by 2.2 mm at the top and 1.62 mm on the sides, increasing the screen to body ratio and making it as high as 91.2%. Realme X boasts a massive and a big 6.53-inch FHD Super AMOLED display with an aspect ratio of 19.5:9. We also have the 5th generation of Corning Gorilla Glass to protect your device from scratches and casual falls. Continuing with our commitment to give our users cutting-edge innovation and technology, we are also bringing the latest in-display fingerprint sensor. Realme has worked with Qualcomm and Goodix to optimize the chipset for faster unlocking of your phones. In addition, we have also adopted compensated lighting to enhance the accuracy and sensitivity. This is also 8% faster than its older generation. Now let's see the results of a speed test taken of the in-display fingerprint and compare it with the Redmi K20, the China variant. You can see that both in the standby mode and the screen on mode, the Realme X is much faster and unlocks the phone much faster in comparison to the Redmi K20. So till now, we have the pop-up camera, an FHD Super AMOLED display, and the latest optical fingerprint sensor. With this, millions of people will have a premium experience with the latest technology within their reach. Coming to the next big aspect of the phone, that is the two colors that we will be bringing with Realme X. These are two beautiful and elegant colors, the space blue and our very first white phone, the polar white. This is combined with a beautiful S-shaped pattern on the back that increases the visual appeal of the phone. Well, with the full screen and the pop-up mechanism, a common assumption is that the device tends to get a bit heavy and bulky. But the body of Realme X is nearly 9.4 mm thin at the top that goes thinner as we move down. All these efforts have been made just to give you guys the best hand feel and the best experience. Moving on to the next key factor of Realme X, the camera. Well, we have always believed and said that hardware, image tuning and experience optimization are the three core indispensable factors behind a good picture. In Realme X, we are bringing the latest 48 megapixel Sony IMX586 sensor. It supports 4-in-1 pixel binning and has a pixel size single pixel size up to 1.6 micron. It has a large aperture of f1.7 and 6p lens, giving you exceptional photographs. Now let's take a look at the first sample picture. Just look at the level of detailing that is there on this beautiful cat. Let's zoom in on this a little, and you can clearly see every hair strand visible on this cat. Isn't that the level of detailing that you want for your phones, right? Let's take a look at another sample picture taken from a distance and then zoom in on it. You can again clearly see the rocks also on this mountain. That is the level of detailing this camera brings to Realme X. Next, let's talk about the Nightscape mode, everybody's favorite, right? So, in the Nightscape mode, Realme X takes multiple raw pictures and uses multi-frame synthesis, AI technology and anti-shake algorithm to give us the super nightscape. This substantially enhances the image even in extreme dark conditions, resulting in pictures with better exposure, clarity and detailing. With the nightscape, let's take a look at another picture with the nightscape. This is a picture taken from the normal camera of Realme X, which is pretty good. But when we take the picture from the nightscape, you can see that the exposure is there in the right areas and the level of detailing and clarity that is increased in this picture. We also have the Chroma Boost, which is much better than the traditional HDR mode in image optimization. And over here you can see how punchy these colors look and how vibrant this image looks. Let's take a look at another picture. This is a normal picture taken from the Realme X camera, which is absolutely beautiful and natural. But when we take a picture from the Chroma Boost mode, the colors are enhanced, and this is for all those users who like enhanced colors and want more vibrant pictures and making your pictures social media worthy without any further editing. In the portrait mode, we have redesigned many advanced portrait styles to give our users the most stylish portraits. At the same time, Realme X also supports AI scene recognition in 16 different scenarios. So we believe that this is going to be the best 48 megapixel camera in this segment. Let's talk about the selfie camera now. The selfie shooter in Realme X is a 16 megapixel Sony IMX471 selfie shooter, like a pop-up camera. It supports 4-in-1 pixel binning and has a large pixel size of up to 2 microns, giving you beautiful low-light selfies. The camera also supports AI beautification and group beautification. Let's take a look at some more sample pictures. When you see all these pictures, you can see the level of detailing and the dynamic range in every scenario that is shown here, whether it's the daylight or the night. All selfies are absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Well, talking about the next aspect, performance. Let's talk about the real power under the hood. The Realme X will be powered with the excellent and efficient Qualcomm Snapdragon 710. This runs on a 10 nanometer technology, has the mighty Adreno 616 GPU, the Spectra 250 ISP and the X15 LTE modem, which gives our users the flagship experience and the best combination in this segment. So let's check how the flagship GPU of 710 performs against other devices according to industry experts, the Gamebench officials. Over here you can see that while playing popular games like PUBG and Asphalt, the performance on Realme X is absolutely brilliant and much better in comparison to others in this segment. Realme X takes another leap and a step forward when it comes to gaming performance. Against the traditional thermal gel, Realme X has the latest gel technology integrated with copper foil, aluminium alloy and graphite sheet and a cooling solution that reduces the temperature by 15.2% even after 1 hour of gaming, giving our users a much better experience. Coming to the RAM and ROM, Realme X will come in two RAM variants, that is the 4GB and the 8GB, and we are keeping 128GB storage as a standard in both variants. We also have the LPDDR4X, which gives 15% performance boost and 17% less power consumption. As a premium device, we of course have the UFS 2.1, which gives you extra speed for data transfer. With the 48 megapixel camera, the images that you get are slightly heavy, right? So it is absolutely necessary, it becomes absolutely necessary to have the UFS 2.1 for saving these images faster and giving you a seamless experience. Well, because we all love fast charging, once again we will have a VOOC 3.0, a 20-watt charging solution within the box. Let's take a look at the charging speed comparison of Realme X and Redmi K20. While Realme X takes merely 78 minutes to charge the phone to 100%, the Redmi K20 takes about 106 minutes. Let's take a look at another comparison when you're charging your phones while playing PUBG. Well, the Realme X charged to about 49%, which is 113% faster than the Redmi K20 that charged to only about 23%. So isn't this the best charging solution that is available today in the market? Realme X is also equipped, so finally the Realme X is equipped with the power-packed Qualcomm Snapdragon 710 processor, along with the super-fast VOOC 3.0, an efficient 3765 mAh battery, up to 8 gigs of RAM, and the UFS 2.1 storage solution. All this just to give our users the most premium experience. Well, this isn't it. Talking about connectivity, which is again a very important factor, we have dual frequency, 2x2 MIMO, and SLA polymorphic network acceleration technology, just to give our users better gaming and daily network experience through 4G and Wi-Fi. For the first time in any Realme device, we are introducing Dolby Atmos in Realme X, just to enhance your audio experience. But to talk more on this technology, I would like to call Mr. Ashim Mathur from Dolby on stage.
Thank you, Nidhi. First of all, thanks a lot for having us here. It's a really a proud moment and a privilege for us to be standing here and talking about our latest technology called Dolby Atmos. Well, before that, at the start of the event, Madhav mentioned, and he was asking all of you, how's the Josh? So, referring to that movie, you would have watched that movie in a cinema theater. Just imagine that cinematic experience, that immersive, realistic experience now coming into your Realme X smartphone. That's what Dolby Atmos is all about, and that's what Dolby Atmos is going to do, and enhance your cinematic experience of whatever entertainment you are watching or experiencing in your new phone, and that will give you that cinematic experience sitting at home or on the go. As we go more into the details, I'll just take you and tell you about the technology very briefly. I'll not go into big details, but just taking a step back, sound used to be mono. For example, if this is a cinema theater, the sound used to come from the center. It became stereo, which was right channel and left channel. Then it went to 5.1, which was, as we normally call it, the surround sound. So these were natural extensions or the movements of sound as it happened. But these were all channel-based sounds. What Dolby Atmos is, it's not just incremental, it's actually a revolution in sound. What it does, it just breaks the barriers of channels. You can actually place sound anywhere in the theater. So just imagine if you're sitting in a movie theater, there'll be speakers on the roof as well, which probably never happened earlier. And that will give you a complete 360-degree immersive entertainment experience. And that's what, just imagine that great cinematic experience now comes into your Realme X phone as well. I'll just play a quick video which will talk more about the technology, and then we'll take it further.
Welcome to Dolby Atmos. Please put on your headphones. It's a new way to experience sound. Unlike stereo, which is limited to 2 audio channels, Dolby Atmos can manipulate individual sounds in 3D space to position sounds all around you. Sounds can move above you, far away, or right up close. Let's compare. This is stereo. And this is Dolby Atmos. Dolby Atmos can build worlds of sound to tell any story. It catches all the little details, puts you in the center of the action. It sounds just like the real world. And transports you to faraway lands. Go inside the story with breakthrough sound. Dolby Atmos.
So this is what Dolby Atmos does to your cinematic experience when you're watching movies. I'm sure all of you sitting here would have watched your movies in Dolby Atmos. Now that cinematic experience is in your hands, and when you are on the go and watching streaming content or anything on social media, that content is going to get much more enhanced on this new device, which you'll have in your hands in a few days from now. So I think that's what the power of this technology is, and it'll enhance your cinematic experience. What it'll do is, of course, it'll give you the immersive sound, the most realistic sound, but as a user, the best part is, of course, it'll enhance the entertainment. But even if you're watching your regular social media videos, it will still make it much more louder without any distortion, which means more clarity of sound, much more detail, much more louder and much better. Even the dialogues will be much crisper. You'll get, because of the dialogue enhancer which the technology has, the dialogues will be much better. So overall, your entertainment experience, other than what all this great phone does, will also be enhanced. So we'll do our best to work with Realme and make sure that this experience is enhanced in your experience. And whenever you are using this phone on the go, you get the same cinematic experience what you get in the cinemas or in the living room on the go as well. Thanks a lot for having us here, and I'll request Nidhi to come back on stage and take the proceedings forward.
Thank you, Ashim. Thank you for bringing us Dolby Atmos and helping us get a premium audio experience on Realme X with it. Well, in terms of software, Realme X has the latest ColorOS 6 based on Android Pie out of the box. Also, for all our camera enthusiasts, we will be having Cam2 API right from day one. Well, this is all about Realme X. Let's have a short video on the product.
From now on, your imagination needs no boundaries in the new era of Realme X.
You've got to hustle, there ain't no time for sleep. Ain't backing down, no, we're going big. Ain't stopping now, we get after it. Get after it.
Welcome to the new era of Realme X.
Well, this is Realme X, bringing you a premium smartphone experience with a massive leap in design, camera, and performance. But this isn't it. For Realme X, we have done something special and created a unique masterpiece. For this, we have collaborated with the world-famous designer Naoto Fukasawa. Let's have a short video to understand from the master himself about this concept.
What is design? Bold ideas? Or revolutionary shapes?
For me, design is to improve relationship between human, object, and environment. I enjoy observation, see the beauty from our nature. Garlic and onion are so common, but if you look closely, there is something you don't normally realize. The fine texture. I want to make the people surprised. I start to think we can reproduce this texture on the smartphone. Real design is a design for the future. Design should be stay true to your heart. I'm very proud to work with the Realme team, which is so energetic, young, and ready for challenge. Together, we had a 72 gradient test and over 300 sample adjustments in order to take this fine texture to perfection. My young friends, here we present you our collaboration, the art of nature and technology, the Realme X.
Isn't this very inspiring, guys? Well, as you can see here, even the white color of this garlic looks absolutely elegant. And I'm sure you might have never noticed such intense detailing on a garlic. Even if you look at the onion here, it's strange and difficult to imagine how this can give design inspiration and contribute to the aesthetics. Let's have a look at how these have contributed to the design of Realme X. Isn't this beautiful? And how premium the garlic and the onion design is making Realme X look. Well, for this master edition, the Realme team and the designer did 72 gradient tests and over 300 sample adjustments just to give you guys the best looking phone. You will be amazed to see that how these commonly used food items are flawlessly incorporated on a smartphone. When you move forward and later to the experience zone, do have a closer look at these devices. Well, I'm sure you guys know about the next thing, right? Yes, this is the Realme X Spider-Man Far From Home gift box for all our superhero enthusiasts. This contains the Spider-Man themed phone case, the Woo 3.0 charger, and of course the Polar White Realme X. We have also created an exclusive themed UI inspired by Spider-Man. The customized wallpaper and icon pack gives your phone a unique look, something that you'll be very happy to flaunt. Moving ahead, I would like to announce that we will be partnering with Flipkart for both Realme 3i and Realme X, and we would like to thank Flipkart for their continuous support. Now, I would request our CEO, Mr. Madhav Seth, Mr. Aditya Soni, Senior Director of Flipkart, and Mr. Ashim Mathur, Senior Regional Director, Dolby, to come on stage for the photo op.
Media friends can now approach towards the stage area for the photo op. Ms. Nidhi and Mr. Ashim to please be seated. Thank you.
It's the real time, right? So thanks Nidhi for bringing this product to India. Now this time we will do things little differently. We will not do a direct comparison, as we feel that Realme X is one of the most affordable, premium, practical phone in this price segment, and there's no perfect competition to it. I'm moving further on the competition side. So how do I define premium? Premium for me means a perfect blend of most affordable, Super AMOLED, real full screen, flagship level Sony IMX 586 48 plus 5 megapixel camera, fastest charge at this price with 20 watt charger, VOOC charging capability, most affordable 128 GB ROM, and last but not the least, most affordable Snapdragon 710 series with UFS 2.1. Now is the time to do the real math. Why I'm saying this? Because I've spoken enough of the performance, but before going on the performance, I would like to clear certain hypes. I believe personally that hype around 710 is enough, and there's a lot of confusion. As a brand, I believe that is our moral responsibility to not to misguide the users and be better, clear and fair to the users. First 710 commercial launch in India was launched in December 2018. The first processor phone which was launched in India. But yes, I understand. Instead of me speaking, let's see what the industry experts have to say about Snapdragon 710. Digit in his review of Realme 3 Pro said that the user can easily play PUBG or high graphics with 99% stability compared to others. Gadgets Now said all your daily routine tasks can be handled perfectly without any lags. This was one of the devices which carrying 710, and it was recently reviewed. Right? These are a few of the quotes, but now I'm going to present you some industry level experts quotes which I from the recent launches. Now let's see what CCV product manager Xiaomi CC had to say about Snapdragon 710. And this was at July 2, 2018. No, sorry, 2019. Right. So to compete with others, we have also adopted SD710, which can fully satisfy daily usage and gaming experience because it's using the same Cairo structure as Snapdragon 845. Let's see which price segment they launched this device in China and which price segment they wanted to compete with. So on this, global CEO of Xiaomi, Mr. Li Jun, has clearly said that this device competes with other 30K flagship level devices. And I completely agree to both of them. The Snapdragon 710 is a flagship level processor, as you can see. Antutu benchmark scores can vary from one environment to another environment. That cannot be just the base of your judging the speed of the processor. But Snapdragon 710 is definitely one of the best chipset in this industry, and is not the old chipset. And still using this chipset, the big leaders also still using the chipsets and competing with the phones with 30,000 price segments in their regions. Hence, Realme X will be the most affordable premium device in this segment. So don't believe the hype, guys, kill the hype. Right. One thing I can say, this package at this price is invincible. Now let's talk about the price. Realme X has, let me say what Realme X is all about. Realme X comes with most amazing pop-up camera, Super AMOLED screen, latest in-display fingerprint sensor, powered by Godox, 48 plus 5 megapixel camera with Sony IMX 586, based on Android Pie, UFS 2.1 storage, which is very important for a high data or high file size. When you have a camera size of 48 megapixel, you need this to UFS 2.1. Snapdragon 710 with 10 nanometer FinTech technology, VOOC 3.0 with 20 watt flash charger. It comes with two variants, which is 4GB 128GB and 8GB 128GB. So how do you think we should price it at? Okay, so let's do it. Realme X 4GB 128GB will be priced at 16,999. And 8GB 128GB will be priced at 19,999. The first sale date would be 12 noon 24th of July, which is next Wednesday. But for those people who hate to wait and who will definitely out of the hype soon, we have arranged a special sale for them on 18th of July, which is 8 p.m., especially for all our fans who hate to wait. And for them, there would definitely be certain offers with 10% instant discount on credit card from SBI, which is a part of the offer for the festival which is going on Flipkart, and terms and conditions do apply over there. We also have another special offer. When you buy from realme.com, you get a Paytm First membership free with benefits worth rupees 20,000 and more, plus no cost EMI and complete mobile protections. Another thing, sir, Master Edition will also be available will be coming in two colors, onion and garlic, and it will be available only in 8GB 128GB variant. And we'll be pricing this particular variant at 19,999 again. The limited edition Realme X Spider-Man again comes with one variant, which is 8GB 128GB, and it will be priced at 20,999. Your friendly Spider-Man. Both of these products will be available on realme.com and offline stores and Flipkart at the same time in early August. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we hope you enjoyed today's launch as well. See you guys. See you soon. I'll be back to you again. Thanks very much.
Thank you for joining us today. The experience zone is now open for media friends. The entry gates for the demo zone are positioned